Starting this November, thousands of Americans receiving Social Security, SSI, and SSDI benefits could see something unexpected in their bank accounts, an extra deposit that may come as a welcome relief. This isn't speculation or rumor. It's been verified by the Social Security Administration and the U.S. Treasury Department. A new round of back pay adjustments is officially rolling out, aiming to correct months of delayed payments, missed COLA increases, and benefit recalculations following appeals. For many seniors and individuals living on fixed incomes, this development couldn't come at a better time. Across the nation, reports are already surfacing of beneficiaries seeing 2 deposits in a single week, a clear sign that the long-awaited corrections are finally reaching the people who need them most. Welcome to Truth Lens, the channel where we cut through confusion and deliver the facts that matter most to retirees, veterans, and everyday Americans living on Social Security. Here, we don't rely on clickbait or speculation, only verified information straight from the Social Security Administration, the Department of the Treasury, and Medicare officials. Our mission is to bring you clarity, transparency, and peace of mind in a world where misinformation spreads fast. So if you depend on Social Security, SSI, or SSDI to make ends meet each month, this update is one you'll want to hear all the way through, because what's happening now could finally put some long overdue money back in your pocket. For so many seniors across America, every dollar truly counts. Groceries have soared in price, housing costs are higher than ever, and prescription drugs take up a painful portion of fixed monthly budgets. Many older Americans, and especially those relying entirely on Social Security, have been forced to stretch their checks thinner and thinner, often having to choose between essential needs like food, medication, or utilities. For these seniors, an unexpected back pay deposit can mean the difference between falling behind and catching up. It's not just money, it's a form of long-delayed fairness. Now, here's what's actually happening behind the scenes. The Social Security Administration and the Treasury Department have launched a nationwide correction effort known as a back pay wave. This is essentially a multi-phase process designed to fix underpayments and delayed benefits caused by system errors, late COLA adjustments, or pending case approvals. When someone's benefits change due to a COLA increase, a disability decision, or a corrected earnings record, there's often a gap between when the adjustment is made and when the money actually shows up. The back pay wave aims to close that gap and to finally pay people what they were owed all along. According to official SSA data released in late October, tens of thousands of benefit cases have been flagged for review. Treasury's automated clearinghouse system has already begun releasing payments to eligible recipients. These corrections aren't isolated. They're part of a national cleanup effort that affects seniors, disabled Americans, survivors, and even veterans. So who exactly qualifies? There are 5 main groups likely to see these back pay deposits. First, newly approved SSDI applicants. If your disability claim was approved recently after months or even years of waiting, you're typically owed retroactive benefits dating back to your original filing date. The average SSDI back pay ranges anywhere from $6,000 to $12,000, depending on your case. Second, SSI recipients who had their COLA adjustments delayed earlier in the year. Many SSI payments didn't reflect the 2024 cost of living increase on time, and those missing amounts are now being reimbursed retroactively. Third, retirees who appealed benefit errors. If your benefits were miscalculated because of missing earnings data or incorrect work records and you appealed successfully, your corrected amount plus the back pay you're owed should be arriving soon. Fourth, survivors and widowed spouses who recently updated their benefits may receive retroactive adjustments for months when they were underpaid. And fifth, Veterans who receive both the A and Social Security benefits may see reconciled deposits as the Treasury finishes reviewing overlapping payments. To put this in human terms, imagine Dorothy, a 72-year-old widow from Indiana who noticed her COLA increase didn't appear in January's check. After months of waiting, she finally saw an extra $312 appear in her account this October, marked SSA adjustment. Or Robert, a disabled veteran in Florida who waited nearly 9 months for his SSDI approval. When his case was finally processed, he received $8,400 in back pay all at once, money that covered months of missed payments and overdue bills. These stories aren't exceptions. They're part of a larger pattern of long delayed justice for those who've earned every cent of their benefits. To understand how these numbers work, let's break it down. Back pay can come from three main sources: COLA, underpayment adjustments, disability retroactive pay, and error or appeal corrections. For instance, if your monthly benefit is $1,800 and you were owed a 3.2% COLA increase that wasn't applied for 6 months, you're due about $345 in back pay. If your SSDI was approved after a 7-month delay with an award of $1,400 a month, that adds up to nearly $9,800 in retroactive pay. Meanwhile, appeal-related corrections can range from a few hundred to several $1,000s, depending on the complexity of your case. The Social Security Administration has confirmed that more than 250,000 payment cases are being re-audited nationwide, with most expected to be resolved by early 2026. The good news: these deposits are processed automatically. You don't have to reapply or fill out new paperwork. If you're eligible, you'll see the funds show up directly in your bank account on often labeled SSA adjustment or Treasury payment correction. You can monitor your payment history anytime by logging into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount and checking your transaction details under the Payments tab. Now, let's talk about what this means for seniors. Many older Americans have been struggling for years just to get by. A growing number of retirees say their Social Security checks barely cover rent and groceries, let alone rising healthcare costs. Inflation has pushed up the price of food by nearly 20% in the past 2 years. While utilities and medical expenses continue to climb, the 2025 COLA increase of 2.8% will help, but it still lags behind real-world price increases. So when a senior suddenly receives back pay and even a few $100s, it says it's not just a bonus. It's relief. It's medicine, warmth, and security. For those living on fixed incomes, these back pay adjustments can help restore some breathing room heading into the colder months. It's important to remember that these payments aren't gifts or stimulus. They're the rightful return of money that was earned through years of hard work and contributions. Social Security isn't charity, and it's a promise made to every worker who paid into the system, believing that when the time came, the system would take care of them in return. And while the wheels of bureaucracy can turn slowly, they do turn. Many seniors have been waiting patiently, sometimes calling Social Security offices multiple times just to understand the status of their cases. To those still waiting, your time is coming. The SSA has modernized much of its system, upgrading from slow regional batch processing to near real-time payment correction tools. This means that future updates should be faster and smoother. By early 2026, a second round of back pay adjustments is expected, focusing on appeals, survivor benefits, and income verifications. The SSA's modernization initiative aims to ensure that future COLA increases and benefit changes are applied without long delays, meaning fewer seniors will have to wait months for what's already theirs. For now, if you're among those who finally see that extra deposit, take a deep breath and know this: you've earned it. Whether it's $2,200, $600, or $12,000, every dollar represents years of work, struggle, and persistence. For America's seniors, especially those who've had to make hard choices between essentials, these back pay deposits are a long overdue recognition of dignity. Here at Truth Lens, we'll continue following these updates closely, tracking new payment waves and Social Security adjustments as they happen, because you deserve to know what's really going on, not rumors, not false promises, but facts backed by official data. For the millions of seniors who've held on through tough times, this moment is a reminder that patience pays off, literally. These corrections show that fairness may move slowly, but it still matters. Every extra deposit isn't just money. It's proof that your voice, your patience, and your perseverance have not gone unheard.